All right. Welcome to yet another fabulous Sunday night news and nonsense. Hi, Total OS today. How are you?
Don't get too excited, jump out of your chair. Break your chair. What the?
Well, tomorrow is midlife crisis day. I'm gonna die. Oh.
Well, happy arch birthday.
Hey, I turned 21 with 23 years of experience. Oh, can anybody say midlife crisis? Oh.
Okay, I'll say it. No, I won't.
Yeah, well, I think you got a few years over on me. That's when you're supposed to say you're a baby.
Fine, you're a baby. What's up?
So tell me, have you been fishing with dynamite lately? Like or is it depth charges now?
No, this week I was busy with other things. Didn't really have any time to have fun unless you... Yeah, that's kind of how I feel when I cut the grass, so yeah.
Firefox 15 goes on a memory diet. Better management of memory and updates highlight the latest release of the Mozilla Foundation's web browser, Firefox 15. Firefox's development team has steadily improved the browser's memory management over recent months. But with this release of the program, it's targeting a major contributor to the software's piggish memory ways, add-on applications. The most common cause of leaks from add-ons is when they accidentally hold on to extra copies of a website in memory after a user has closed a tab. Firefox project manager Asa Dozier explained in Mozilla's Future of Firefox blog. The pages pile up and eat up massive amounts of memory with no user benefit, he explained. Hey, I think this would be really good. Now we're going to get faster Firefox, and so now I guess you don't have to use Chromium anymore, do you, TotalOS today?
I'm still laughing. I don't know why when you said the word piggy. Hey, let's rename it Piggy Fox. I mean, well,
oh no. What you got?
Well, a little bit of car technology news. Apparently, GM is going to, suspend production of the GM Volt at its plant. It says here as part of a move to pare excess inventory. No, really? Let me guess. Let me guess why. This car was conceived for mom and dad, the mass market at $20-some thousand. Then went up to $30,000. It finally capped at $44,000. Now, in their infinite wisdom, hey, let's see if we can sell this $24,000 car for $44,000. It's not working. Duh. Well, am I right or wrong, right?
Well, I guess they can't even give that one away, huh?
Nah, I mean, look, if you are capable of buying a $40,000-$50,000 car, God bless you, but buy a world-class car like Infiniti, a Lexus, something that has been tested, has been around. Not maybe the Chevrolet Volt is a good car, and it probably is, but $44,000, no. $24,000, maybe.
Speaking of not being able to give things away, and I'm probably going to have everybody in the audience throwing rotten tomatoes at me, Gnome-Ubuntu will be released on October the 18th. It looks like the rumored GNOME edition of Ubuntu named Gnome-Ubuntu will become a reality on October 18th, 2012. In case you don't know yet, October 18th is the official release date for the upcoming Ubuntu 12.10 Quanto Quetzal operating system. And at the same time, the Ubuntu GNOME community and Jeremy Bisha will prepare the first release of Gnome-Ubuntu, an Ubuntu-based operating system created especially for developers. Now, I know a lot of people don't really like the new GNOME. What did you think of it, TotalOS today?
When I first saw it for the very first time, I thought it was kind of slick, not quite stable, but, as far as eye candy, it was slick, but I just didn't think it was ready for, prime time when it was released last year. Now, keep in mind, I'm looking at this as a dual booter Windows user. Now, I use it now occasionally, logging in and out of the environment, but you know what? I just don't think it's quite there yet.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I really hate the fact that they took all the customizations away from it. I really like that you could right-click on the panel, you could put anything you wanted to on your panel and that sort of thing. They took all of that away. Although, yes, you can add on things to it by visiting their website and downloading plugins and add-ons and that sort of thing. I know Pin Guy finally made the shove and he moved over to GNOME, but he really didn't like it at first either. Right. I don't know. I think this is a flaming bag of poo. What do you think?
Well, I guess it depends who you ask. Is it horse stable, more horse stable than stable? Yeah, because the number one thing that I noticed, like you did, they took away the customizations, which is what I don't like. So I totally agree on that part.
Yeah, what you got?
Well, let's see. I just came across something here. Apparently, come October, Microsoft is going to have a trifecta of releases: the Windows 8 phone, the Surface tablet, and of course, Windows 8. Now, I think Windows 8. Oh, shut up already! Come on, but we just. I think it's Windows 8 will look fine on the Surface tablet. No word yes on the final cost. If it's anything like $200, $250, it'll probably sell. I did see a snapshot picture of the Windows 8 phone. It looks fine. On the computers, on the desktop, that's probably the biggest question out there as far as Windows 8. How do you see it?
Well, the thing is, I've owned a Windows 8 phone, and all I can say is, while it did have some pretty nice features, I hated the fact that I had to pull the battery out of it twice a day because it crashed. And my Android phone, on the other hand, never crashes. As a matter of fact, it's still been running and running and running and running, and hasn't given me any issues, freezes, or problems. And I'm running the Froyo. And I absolutely love it. Would I even consider using a Windows phone after my previous experience? Not on your life.
Well, I have an Android phone, a Motorola. I absolutely love it. I've played Windows with a Windows 8 phone. The last thing I remember is really dummies-proof, really easy to use as far as the Windows 8 phone. You know what? It looks cool. Of course, I don't have one physically in my hands to, test it and go through it. So how fair can I be? I'll just wait and see, I guess.
Oh, by the way, when I made the comment on Gnome 3, and I didn't catch this until Nile, Riley said it's time for them to bust out their pitchforks and torches.
Oh, that's cruel.
I don't think I better land a seat in the lounge after this. I think I'm going to have some pretty angry people here. The Gimp 282 releases, and you can install it from a PPA. Basically, according to this, it shows that there are some bug fixes and that sort of thing, but really no new features. So if you're running the latest Gimp and it's a little bit buggy, maybe you want to check out Ubuntu Vibes. They have a PPA link, and you can download that to your Ubuntu-based system. And, of course, if you're running Arch or Gentoo, compile, just like the horses do.
Yes, well, I'll leave the compiling to the horses. Thank you very much. Well, speaking of vibes, I have really good vibes about my final news item.
Oh, no, here it comes, folks.
Let's step into this time machine. Let's go back about 2,000 years to the Colosseum in its glory. Are you with me?
Not going to dinosaur poo up the show again, are you?
No dinosaur poo, and no.
All right, go ahead.
We are in the Colosseum. Half of the spectators love Android, okay? Half of the spectators love Apple iOS. And we have the two final remaining gladiators there in the middle. Of course, we got the Android gladiator against the iOS gladiator. And the loser loses it all. The winner has world domination. Now, this is how I see what happened here last week as, pretty much Apple suit off the pants and the underwear off a Samsung, or as I say it, Crapple versus Sam Schlong. But
did Apple actually win that suit?
Apparently Samsung okay, let me read these are the actual news blogs. Samsung threatening to sue Apple when LTE iPhone launches after Apple screwed Samsung out of just over $1 billion. That's B. In court last week, Samsung is threatening to do the same to Apple, and it also says here, Samsung out to avenge U.S. court loss. My first thought was, no, this is the ancient Colosseum, modern day times, and the two gladiators are these two giants. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, let me just say this. This is my advice to Samsung. If there's anybody listening to this, if you really want revenge, if you really want to say this is outrageous, and I think it is, this is something, in my opinion, as a consumer, should have been settled out of court. And if Samsung really did wrong, or if Apple did wrong, both of you guys pay up and move on. But be it as it may, where Samsung is out of $1 billion, now I'm sure Samsung will appeal. Samsung, if you really want revenge, let me give you some free advice. Next year or 2 or 3, come out with a jacked up Android phone. A phone so wow, so out of this world, that when Apple releases their iPhone, this is their reaction to the consumer when they see your Samsung. They'll look at the new iPhone and go,
Exactly.
that's how you get revenge. Make a better product that blows the other guy, fishing with dynamite out of the water.
Exactly. We need to see more of these manufacturers innovating and not litigating. I mean, this is really hurting. And you know who's hurting the most at the end of the day? The consumer.
Yes.
So exactly. I agree 100% with you. And I just saw that Samsung is releasing the Notepad 2. I saw a video on that. One of my subscribers sent me a message in Facebook, and I had a look at this, and this is an amazing looking handheld device, and this is something that they're actually doing. They are actually making something that's really going to be able to compete with the iPhone on the market. I hope they succeed with it. Definitely, yes.
Yeah, I don't know where this is going to lead to, but I mean, $1 billion. I mean, look, I don't know.
Let me write you a check for that, okay? I promise it won't bounce.
Yeah. Let me go to my office here inside the horse stable. I'll be right back. Yes.
We'll give it to you. Hey, we'll give it to you in compost.
Whoa, I could smell that from here. Yeah.
Anything else, Total West, today?
What last thing you mentioned? Google and Ubuntu, right?
No, that was Gnome and Ubuntu. Pay attention.
Sorry. Well, well, the reason I got confused because I saw something in the similar vein of that news item. Apparently, Google likes using a version of Ubuntu, and they call it Goobuntu. No, I do a search on Google or Yahoo. Look it up. It is for real. Goobuntu. Yes.
I think we could have a whole talk show on that one.
We'll save that for next week. Yeah.
I think so. Well, that's all I've got. How about you?
I think I am going to leave here to go to the Samsung development offices to work on the Android Wow phone. Goodbye.
Is that the one that's got the electric razor and the never mind.
Funny you should say that because I saw an article that ticked off the female. No, Bic is coming out with female Bic pens.
Okay.
I'll leave that to your imagination. But since you mentioned the other thing,
are we talking about anatomically correct pens?
I saw the news article. They had these fancy colors, but I'm like, what the heck is a female pen? It comes with an on-off switch.
I can't even touch that one. Total West today. Get off my mumble.
Goodbye.
Good show as always.
Yeah, it's true about the big pen, by the way, and that Ubuntu. I know I saw that.